All right, I'm back. Fantasy Fanatics, with the third matchup of Week 4 and the review. This matchup, I got my handy dandy notes here, but this is one that I was actually in, so I got. It's a little bit more personal, I guess. Going against Ben this week, so we had the Elite. And going against Team2beat. So we'll start with my team. What I did wrong. I would get me personally managing my team. I mismanaged it. I can say that looking at this now, I shouldn't have started Russell Wilson. I don't even know what I was thinking going against that Houston defense. It was more of a last minute deal. For some reason, I was just concerned about the fact that Matt Ryan was going to be going against Tom Brady in the same game, and I really didn't see it being a shootout. And I was worried about Talib on the Patriots too, that was a legitimate concern. I mean, Talib did pick it off twice. Just Matt Ryan just outperformed Russell Wilson in the end. And I should have started him. Had I started him, this wouldn't have been as close as it was, and I would have won. I would have won with a handful of points. But that's what this is. That's the fun behind this thing. This was a very close match. This was probably one of the funnest matches that I've had in fantasy football to date. It was actually a pretty cool deal the way that it was set up going into Monday night. Ben and I had basically played all of our players up to that point, and we each had a receiver from the Miami Dolphins. So he had Mike Wallace, I had Hartline, and it was basically going to come down to who Tannehill threw it to the most. And I was really hoping for a better performance out of Tannehill. I think that guy is going to be something special. If he gets a good quarterback coach, Tannehill, he has something, man. I'm not kidding. I see it. I like him a lot. He's one of my favorite players, and I think that he could do great things if he had the right coach. If John Gruden was his quarterback coach and that's all he did, Tannehill could be an elite quarterback, in my opinion. I believe that. But I mean, chance of that happening, slim to none. I keep dropping my notes here. But anyway, that's what I did wrong. I should have played Matt Ryan over Russell Wilson, but that's the game. So you live and you learn. Beast mode mentions from my team. I hate it because I'm torn between this, but Seattle's defense, man. Seattle's defense was unstoppable in Week 4. They made my Texans just look silly. Made Matt Schaub look silly, and I can't stand Matt Schaub. I'll be the first one to say that. I'm a huge Texans fan. I can't stand Matt Schaub. He doesn't have any business being a starting quarterback in the NFL, in my opinion. I don't like how he was treated after the game so much. I mean, I get that the fans were pissed off, burning a jersey in the parking lot. That's a bad deal there. That should never happen. And when those guys sobered up, I'm sure that they realized that too, because you just don't do that. But he shouldn't be starting. Yates could start. Keenan could start. They need to work with those quarterbacks. We need to get Schaub out of there, but that's a whole other deal. Contract issues, things like that. And I'm getting off track. I could talk about the Texans for an entire review, but what the defense did. Let's see. They scored 21 points. I scored 21 points with the Seattle defense, and that came with a combination of 4 sacks, 2 INTs, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. All thanks to Matt Schaub. But they did it, and they scored 21 points, and that's what kept me in that game going into Monday night. That's really what did it. But it was very, very close. Could have won it. Hartline passed 1 or 2 more times. Caught 2 more passes 1 or 2 more times. Man, I would have won that game. But that's the breaks. It was a fun match, and couldn't have lost to a better person. Well, actually, I take that back. Let me tell you what Ben did wrong. This is what Ben did wrong, or you could say what he did right too. What he did wrong was, I found out going into Sunday's match, Ben somehow finagled Andrew Luck from my mother, which is his own mother. So I will drill this in to him for the entire season. It's just going to be something that I'm going to do. I'm going to pester him about this. But yeah, so he swindled Andrew Luck from our mom so that he could win. That's the game, though. I mean, that's what this game is about. And she needs to it's her fault. She needs to be more careful about the trades that she does. But that's the game. This is a game about trading. This is a game about bettering your team. And I will tell you, so far this year, in these 4 weeks, in the first quarter, nobody has done it better than Ben. That's just the way that it is. Nobody has played this game better than Ben, and that's why he's sitting at 3-1 right now. And that's just that. The score shows it. That's just the way that it is. You go against Ben, you know you got to go against Peyton Manning, but he's set it up perfect. He's got Matt Prater there too. So every time Peyton scores a touchdown, Matt Prater's going to get a point, you know? And he's got the foot, and he plays in Denver for his home games. So, I mean, this year alone, Matt Prater's got 2 50-plus field goals, so Ben's getting the bonus on his kicker too. So, I mean, Matt Prater's putting up some big points as a kicker, and that helps. That really does help. Beast mode for other than Peyton Manning. Of course, Peyton Manning almost had 70 points this week, which is not unusual for Peyton Manning. But a mention other than Peyton, beast mode on the Elite is Danny Woodhead for San Diego. Guy was a beast in week 4. Did a very good job. Had almost 100 yards in a combined total of almost 100 yards, receiving and rushing, couple touchdowns. That was just a stellar performance by Danny Woodhead, and that's really what gave him the extra edge. That and the couple catches that Mike Wallace had. Ben ended up. He ended up winning by 2 points. 2 points is what he beat me by, and that's the way this game goes, and that's what I love about it. But it's just like football. It can go either way. Ben's done a very good job of managing that team, and so it's paying off for him. So great. I'm sitting at 2-2. Ben's sitting at 3-1. I mean, a lot of us are sitting at 2-2, but it's just the first quarter of the year. We can make some adjustments. We can make some trades, and we can change things up that need to be changed up, and that's the beauty of this. That's what I like about a small league. We've only got 8 players, but I mean, it gives everybody an opportunity to really have a team with some elite players on it and give everybody a chance to be successful in the league. So I'm happy about that moving forward into years to come as we continue to go. I think that we would probably end up not going more than 12 players total in this. The reviews would take forever, but yeah. So just a little bit of insight moving forward with Fantasy Fanatics. I think this is going to be a really good fantasy league for years to come, and it's only going to get better. So, but this was a great matchup between Ben and I. Hats off to Ben. Good win. And it's Josh and I going into next week. And coming up, I have the finale review with the greatest comeback in fantasy football history. See ya.